nerfing me
Oh
jungling,
my
which
god, that makes so much sense.
Could you imagine if we see a Graves coming out, you know, in protest to Riot not showing Graves with his trusty cigar?
I think I 100% believe that junglers are more likely to vape. We're into the draft. You may have noticed something new below the stream. Of course, that is the fact that this broadcast is powered by the 32GB DDR Furing memory sticks provided by HyperX. We're also giving away some mice and mouse mats over on our Twitter from HyperX, and the winning team of this tournament. Every single member will get an Alloy FPS RGB keyboard and a Pulsefire Surge mouse per player. I think we have a Pulsefire FSP Pro to give away on Twitter. So you can follow us, the hashtag TCL. That'll go out over the course of the regular season. It's not a vape kit, but it's pretty gamer.
I think HyperX should produce a vape as Mordekaiser is here. Let's go, TJ.
God, you're so psyched. Mordekaiser comes through, Karma comes through, opposing it, it'll just be Sivir. Goddess with Blade locking that in. Oh, Vi to follow. That may be a placeholder.
Oh, and we were told that placeholders would be coming in. I haven't been given confirmation of what the placeholders are yet.
Imagine if Mordekaiser is the...
But Vi's a good jungler. Vi's a good jungler anyway.
You're right. It's probably not Vi. I was just... Imagine if Mordekaiser is the placeholder.
Jinx might be the placeholder. Jinx is the placeholder, and in fact, I don't even need to be told whether it's placeholder. I know that well, Kipster, who is now Z-Wing, so I'm not sure if no, Kipster is in the lobby. I know he played the brand jungle, but nah, Jinx, no, it's Jinx is the placeholder. As we're going to see the Vayne coming in, so Vayne come in the bot lane, and if that Vayne can get some early kills, ooh, mama, that's going to be a big snowball coming through.
That's not bad at all. Okay, so we had this moment last week. You were super excited because there's been a Mordekaiser rework and they're now in competitive.
Yep.
Talk to me. Explain to me what's so exciting about that Mordekaiser.
Right, TJ, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to stall for 5 seconds. I've got a whole A4 sheet with Mordekaiser notes on it.
Okay,
I must find it.
My 5 seconds of stall are the information that's been passed to you. There are no placeholders. That Jinx is real. Before you react to that, explain to me what's new about Mordekaiser and why viewers should be psyched.
I haven't found it yet. No. Okay,
I'm
gonna go. I have memory. I'm not sure where it was. It was on my desk. It's gone. Someone has stolen it. Someone saw my Mordekaiser notes and thought, ooh, good notes, let me steal. However, going back to the Mordekaiser rework, of course, his ultimate has changed. It's no longer Pizza Feet Mordekaiser. Nobody cares about the abilities. Pizza Feet is what matters. But all of that being said, and in all seriousness, the ult is really big. If Mordekaiser can get ahead, he's someone to his dum drum roll please, Death Realm. And when someone's in the Death Realm, but it's called the Death Realm. Okay, call it the Shadow Realm. Call it the big realm of death, or of shadows. Okay.
Is this...
However, he has 7 seconds. He has 7 seconds to beat them up. And after 7 seconds, they return from the Shadow Realm to fight. However, QSS can come in, which will cancel that Death Realm straight away. And of course, Mordekaiser is a little bit behind. He himself could get killed in that Death Realm, as we're going to be seeing the Xin Zhao, very early game jungler, coming through. And the Akali, which will be in that top lane as Sona. So it's not going to be Sona Taric, because we see the Sivir. So Jinx must be a placeholder for that mid lane.
Oh my god. So I have been told that Jinx is not a placeholder.
But it's Jinx.
So this is mid Jinx.
If it was a Vayne, I could accept. Okay, it's a Vayne top. But it's not. And I know it's the Eindhoven Lunatics. I know they played brand jungle. I know that there is now a Graves playing in the mid or top lane and Mordekaiser is going in the other place. But you don't play Jinx mid. It's not. It's like it's not even close to being a thing. In fact, there we go. See, it's ended. It was a placeholder. I told you, TJ.
The placeholder is the Graves, who is actually a Corki.
No, there's one for the Jinx. There's one for the Jinx. Yeah, I just got that message as well. Graves is Corky. Okay, that makes sense. It's not a Graves mid. See, Thessaloniki know what it's about. We mentioned in week 1 that they play this super aggressive playstyle. We saw it coming through against MCES Marseille, and they were so big on it. They just didn't care. They went turret dive, turret dive, turret dive. They tried to blow people up. But they're still not going to play Graves mid. It's the Lunatics, and I mean, a really lunatic choice in that Jinx mid. I still don't believe it. I'm not going to believe it until we get into game. Maybe it's a Sivir mid, but crazy stuff regardless.
I'm really... Okay. So, normally I'm like, tell me how this draft's going to work out. And you're like, here's my opinion, having seen the draft.
Well, I haven't seen the draft fully yet. I'm not going to believe it. I don't believe it yet. I didn't believe the brand jungle last week. Yeah. So go. See, give me something to talk about that isn't that. Oh wait, Mordekaiser. Okay, so Mordekaiser's ability. So he's got a passive. Like when he hits things, I think he hits things 3 times. He can use basic attacks or abilities. He summons like an AOE area of damage. So imagine a Shyvana W coming through. Again, I had my notes which had great analogies and stuff on this. Where on earth is it gone? However, that deals damage. Then he also has an E. Now this E is pretty good because what it does is it pulls people to him. So it's kind of like that Swain, the Swain passive, where if someone gets CC'd as you play Swain, they can then get pulled towards them. So you have to be really careful and watch out for that. And I can't remember what his W does because I don't have my notes on me. And TJ, I found my notes.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm trying to peer around like the corner there on the Eindhoven Lunatics. I was like leaning to one side, which wasn't helping. But I was trying to like figure out if I could see the draft on their monitor and like maybe figure it out. All I can see is that they have a fantastic setup.
And do you want to hear what's on my notes? I've got notes here. Oh, look, there's writing on the notes.
Yeah, that sure impressed me. I can't write that neat.
He has something called an obliterate. So his Q is AoE. So essentially, it's very similar to the Garen E. So he's got AoE around him. If he's attacking only one champion or one target, he deals bonus damage to it. Then he's got the W, indestructible. Very similar to the old Mordekaiser. It absorbs damage to form a shield. And then like a Tom Kench, he can convert that shield for HP.
All right, sure. Talk to me about Realm of Death, though.
Realm of Death. So he essentially issues a challenge to a summoner. He says, "Oi, summoner, want to come and 1v1 me?" The summoner says, "Hell no, I want to be with my team." Mordekaiser says, "I don't care, you're coming anyway." You. Yes, you. We need you.
Okay.
So he summons them to Death Realm, and he fights them for 7 seconds or less if a kill comes through beforehand.
A lot of the theory crafting that was done was that, by the way, this is the final draft, make from that what you will. A lot of the theory crafting that was done was that this Mordekaiser would be really, really powerful in the top lane because gank attempts could just be denied. He would always be guaranteed at least a 1-1 on the gank attempt. But so far, from the play he's seen in relatively competitive leagues, I heard the ESL Germany League as an example, it hasn't worked that way, and Mordekaiser has just lost those fights. Jinx mid!
Yeah. I mean...
Eindhoven...
The other weird thing is right now, I mean, we saw the Lunatics on game 1. Kipster... Right, let me just double check this because I don't want to get it wrong. So, Kipster was playing jungle. Goddess with Blade was top. You had Kroll the Impaler mid. Triple was ADC and Henk was the support. So Kipster has had to fill in for ADC as Zewing has filled in that jungle. So a bit of a turnaround. And clearly Kipster didn't want to play that Sona Taric. And, you know, I mean, Sona Taric makes more sense than a Jinx mid. If Goddess with Blade gets shut out in that early game, if she's not able to find those kills.
I'm here to bring you an urgent status update. Apparently the guy who was vaping on SP Thessaloniki has a YouTube channel where he does vape tricks. That's the hot relevant information the production has just passed me. I don't know. I'm just saying, if you can control your breath and do some vape tricks, you can probably control the mid lane as well.
Okay, so we've been asked in the Twitch chat for links to this guy's channel, so I'm sure production
on it.
will be able to provide.
You know what keyboard they're using to copy and paste that vape trick channel? Their HyperX keyboard. We'll be into the game in just a moment as the players are loading in. I asked you earlier to give me a hard prediction, and you refused to do so. You said, I can't deal with this draft.
The
draft has now been locked in.
I'll give you a prediction.
Tell me.
Thessaloniki, because they're the current champions, and Jinx mid is I'm going to be polite, is a bad decision.
What if
I'm holding back
Jinx
with
mid
that, by
was
the
what
way.
the universe was missing?
Also, no frontline. No frontline at all. At least Xin Zhao can frontline a little bit more than a Vi, and they've got Mordekaiser as well. So, yeah, there's the comp just doesn't make sense. It's Goddess with Blade can try to assassinate Pika on, or maybe I need a win, but the draft isn't good. They've got no real AP control mage support. They don't have CC either. Their only CC is on that Vi. That's it. They've got they've got the Crescendo as well, but it's not big. It's not enough CC to get down. So I don't like the draft, and Thessaloniki, current champions, my money's on them all the way.
All right, I don't normally do this, but I'd like to side with Eindhoven.
Okay, good luck. Good luck with that,
I have
TJ.
a firm reason. Okay, now hear me out. So, not because I have a firm reason why their strategy will work, because I'll be real, I don't. I think the Sona could be interesting late game, maybe making up for the lower HP of the rest of their characters. If they can get there, the Sona healing will scale them through a lot of damage. But I also think that Eindhoven deserve the Mad Lad Award. And what that means is that team is built from the maddest of lads. And I'd like to acknowledge that and say that at the very least, they have a plan that they're executing.
They don't have
a plan. And that deserves celebration.
They accidentally picked Jinx instead of some other champion that begins with J that could go mid. I don't know. Also, I feel like the Mad Lad Award, I think this is a great award. I think it should become a thing. I think HyperX should give away, what haven't they given away yet? I think they should give away
trying to give our sponsor more obligations.
They should give speakers to the Mad Lad Award, which has to be a player who picks weird picks, but actually makes them work. I mean, I don't want to see someone going Yuumi mid. I did this against bots, by the way, who goes Yuumi mid, but loses. He has to play it well. It has to be a thing that you think, okay, this is a thing. This can work.
We did that at the last big tournament I did, the Arena of Valor International Championship. I think that's the title. We had an award. I think it was $500. We gave to the player who chose the weirdest thing and made it work. And I didn't get to choose it. And it went to a guy who chose a pick that was slightly out of meta, as opposed to a dude who played a tank mid, and that was real upsetting to me. Anyway,
to be fair,
we're into game. Eindhoven Lunatics versus SP Thessaloniki in game number 1 of this set.
So here we go, and interested to see how the Sona will work. Obviously, strong with that Taric, but no Taric coming through just yet, and should be interesting to see how everything goes.
So, let's talk about Rev Raid, though, because he is, I believe, the most powerful... I believe he is the highest ranked player in the league. At the very least, he's one of the most powerful top laners. He played on the winning team. So, I'd like to say that Rev Raid playing the Mordekaiser is the best showcase of this character you're going to get. Yeah,
and Rev Raid in Game 1, he was pretty big on that Riven that he was able to play, and in fact stopped nerfing me as well. Played it really well, just in case anyone was somewhat interested, as both junglers will start on their red buffs. Rev Raid picked up the Riven went 7-3, but the real big stuff was I Need a Win on the Orianna, 13-3, as well as Pika on that Kaiser going 9-3-9. And Specs actually played the Karma last week as well, going 4-1-22. He played super aggressive, looking for those dives already. A big trade.
Oh, Pikaon all the way through. Barely does Kipster survive. A sliver of HP on this Sivir. Oh my god, then he goes too far forward. You just go back there with no HP after Vayne's already done that to you. Pikaon's good enough player to punish it.
And I can kind of tell what was going through Kipster's mind. If Pikaon comes forward, you know what I'll do? I'll use my heal. Well, that heal never got used. And I mean, Vayne's not early game. Vayne should not be winning early game, but Specs able to do a lot in terms of this AoE damage and just giving Pikaon the confidence to push forward.
I would love to have a look at the abilities, because I'm curious whether or not Hank on the Sona went for heal as his first ability, because if he didn't, then that explains it, but otherwise there should have been a way to get him back up.
He shouldn't have gone for heal as first ability. It doesn't make any sense. You have to go for your Q, which is
your damage.
Yeah, the Hymn of Valor as gank coming in.
Yeah, flank will come through. Akali, stop nerfing me. Does arrive. I can't say Akali because he's not playing Akali.
No.
As he arrives to
not yet anyway.
Scare away some damage, burn some flashes, that's all.
Yeah, able to get that flash from Kipster, gets the heal from Kipster and the flash from Hank. And already this game looking pretty big as the E in the top lane.
Just a little bit of fun. I'm very excited to see Death's Grasp from the Mordekaiser, just because it looks so cool. All the animations on the Mordekaiser are sick.
I need to see some Mordekaiser skins, or the skins need to be reworked as Picon getting down that little bit of damage, and look at that CS advantage on a Vayne. That's insane. And that rhymes.
Some of that's Sona, because Sona I just think is relatively weak during the early laning phase.
Getting a jungle fight.
It's fine, maybe. I Need a Win, will chase. Does scare that mid player quite low. Kroll still though in mid, and that does deserve mention. The Jinx is not doing terribly. CS is relatively even. They have a lead, in fact, and it will not even be threatened by the
in the top lane.
Through. There's the Death's Grasp top lane. Flash will be burned away.
Yeah, there's more poke coming through, and as you mentioned, a good job so far from Kroll, but having played on, well, Smurfs, because I've been trying to get different accounts in different regions. When you play an ADC in the mid lane, it's really easy at the early stage because, you know, you've got that range, you can poke, and Corki, you know, is an ADC, you know, it has an ADC style, but it's when they start getting the abilities and they can spam those abilities, but that's
good. Flash! Pikaon! Maybe that's too far. There should be a kill for sure if Kipster tries to chase, but he can't quite land it. The Q over the wall won't be there. Pikaon gets free. Svex gets free. Kipster can't get in range. And all of that will be gotten away with. That is absurd.
Yeah, that is an absolutely crazy flash coming in under turret. Picon getting bigger and bigger.
Death's Grasp! Got us with Blade. Barely gets out of top lane.
And 2-0 on Picon, and we said if Pika can get ahead, we'll be able to get a lot of damage. There's a Bilgewater Cutlass already being picked up, and we'll have to see how this game develops. Not quite. First rate is actually that mountain, as got a trade here.
Fine. All getting poked, but he'll survive. Death's Grasp up top.
Oh, they're level 6.
Goddess. Yep. Shadow Realm is available. Won't be burned just yet.
Oh, in the mid.
Gank though. Could burn somebody. Kroll knocked quite low. Will go down. Can I Need a Win escape? Yeah, he can. Zooming just turns, runs, turns tail. I Need a Win. Gets a kill for free, uncontested.
Yeah, and able to find that 2v1. Kroll just stood still for so long, essentially baiting I Need a Win, and I Need a Win said, okay, I'll flash take the kill and go.
Yeah. He was baited in, but then he ate the fisherman. Goddess. will have a lunge in. Perfect execution is up, but it doesn't matter. RevRay gets the kill. Nicely done.
If only Goddess had picked an Ignite, but going for the TP with a fairly sensible decision, I guess, as Kipster getting brought really low.
The Chaos is just doing so much damage!
This, I have to give kudos to Specs for this, because he's getting down a lot of poke, and the shield is so big right now, and just Pika has so much confidence in his support to play this aggressively. And we mentioned last week that Thessaloniki played super aggressive, going ham into fight. This time, it felt a lot more controlled with these engages, as once again this top lane.
Goddess is fine. Kaon is just living in another world right now, though. Every time he auto-attacks, people just die. It is gross. And yeah, he has two relatively flinching opponents in his lane, but there is no excuse for how much damage he's doing.
Yeah, and Sona is a very squishy champion, as Z-Wing coming up in the spot lane.
Yeah, but Ewing again doesn't want to find the engage on the characters he found a flank upon, and I understand why. Pikayon thought for a second to go for stage as well, but the second someone tried to push forward, he just got chunked. That, of course, buys time for SP Thessaloniki to get that first Mountain Drake. It'll be locked down by their jungle. Stop nerfing me.
But look at this CS advantage in all of these lanes, and this is why ADCs don't work into the mid lane, just because you can't out 1v1. As in the top lane,
Goddess will need to get out in a hurry, and hey, Catnod, RevRay chases him down. That was devastating, using the Obliterate to clean up a kill.
And again, RevRay now hit this point 2-0, has a Hextech Gunblade, so he's probably going to be going for some full AP, but 7 kills to 0. And we might actually see, I don't want to cast a curse tip, but I will, we might see our first perfect game of the season.
Why would you even say that so early on?
It's going well. I mean,
we're 9 minutes in, they're doing well. You're like, oh, this is gonna be a perfect game.
It could be.
Wow.
It's going really well. 2 early game junglers from both teams. Stop nerfing me, doing a good job. Krog the Impaler, I'm not sure. I think we'll see. I might end up biting my words, but it's all going to come down to whether Z-Wing can get a decent gank. Once they group up, I think it's going to be much harder for Lunatics to actually find those kills. This first turret already, 9 minutes in. 9 minutes, TJ.
I like the phrase biting my words, because it's like eating my words, but like less
I'm not
committed.
completing the action, am I?
Yeah, you're like, you know, I might have been wrong, but I'm not going to admit it. That's what biting my words. Throttling Baylor will eat some damage in mid. Ewing is in the area as well. Top lane, RevRay still winning his trade. Level 9 to Goddess's 7. Just quietly dominating up there. Yeah. Mid lane could get dangerous. Ewing in. I need a win, in trouble. We'll charge forward. Just charging Crow, and he'll find the kill. That's 1 and 2 as Stop Nerfing Me arrives. My goodness.
He finds the 1v2, he didn't even need Stop Nerfing Me there. Stop Nerfing Me just came, it's like, hey, I want some of this kill participation, and I'll take it. As we take a look in this top lane, RevRay is so big. He literally, if he just ults right now, he just kills Goddess, because turret doesn't focus you when you're in the realm of death, I don't think. Maybe I can get clarification on that, but I don't think it does.
Oh no. I need a win. He's trying to get a contest to 1v2. He already had the package, so he just burned the Valkyrie to get in, and he's able to trade positive with Gipster. The ult will land. That might turn things. I need a win. Still gets the kill. The turn. It doesn't matter. A double kill. And one is mid as well, as Pikayon gets a rampage.
I was literally getting my words ready to eat them, and then the Triumph kicked in. I was like, sorry, not the Triumph. The Cooper Grass has top lane.
Right, in trouble, doesn't matter. You can't fight poor Kaiser. Rift Herald will be something mid. I need a win. Have you overstepped? No. Valkyrie forward. He just keeps going. Here's the Rift Herald to charge through mid. This could be the quickest game of the season so far. absolutely devastating start for Eindhoven as Emid in him with ease.
Yeah, and in him will fall 14 kills to 0, almost a 14k gold advantage. Second Drake of the game hasn't even spawned yet, TJ, and then we're already taking it. Get the charge of the Nexus turret.
Yeah, I've never seen a Rift Herald get a charge on a Nexus turret before. The amount of things that need to go down for that to happen.
It's a lot. Count, TJ. Outer turret, inner turret.
2.
Inhibitor turret.
3.
And inhibitor.
4.
Hey, we can count. Okay, but
been counting with TJ. But the point is, if 4 of your structures have gone down around the 10-minute mark, I dare say things are going wrong.
Oh, Pika going aggressive. Oh no, he might
might have stepped too far. Flash out. It does get into safety, but it might be temporary as the TB comes through. They look for the turn. Pikaon will survive the fight. I need a win, wants to keep it going. They do waste its CP. Credit to Eindhoven.
To those people who are watching this game and you know, thinking, is there any way back? What should I be looking for? Right now, while I'm casting and I'm going, ooh, I'm not thinking about, okay, are they going to win this fight? Are they going to lose? I'm just thinking, will anyone of Thessaloniki die?
Oh my, no! Snakes in trouble. Gibster will get shut down anyway. Rolling mid, will just get chased. And it's a double kill again for I Need a Win, who is just 1v5ing in the base right now. Has he gone too far? Maybe. Has Science gone too far? No. He'll keep going. Goddess is really scared to fight him. Now they finally go for the engage. He just Valkyrie's away, but he's overstepped his bounds. At the perfect game, he's thrown away. Eindhoven aren't having a great game, but they're not bad. They can still find the kill if you do that.
Yeah, and good stuff. Catching out I Need a Win. Well, to be honest, I Need a Win played too aggressively there. Eindhoven Lunatics were able to catch him out. And to be fair, something I've noticed in this game is Z-Wing, whenever he's made his engages, he hasn't found the CC. He's wasted an ability, always trying to gap close, and then he's just naturally, with how the game progresses, gets outplayed as a result because he's one ability down in the ensuing fights. And with 14 minutes in, if they just grouped up, they could end this within 16 minutes, I reckon.
If I don't see a single ult from Revray this game, I'll be real
Oh
sad.
my god, that's true. Is Revray gonna win? Are we seeing a Mordekaiser that will win without casting ult 1? Predictions in Twitch chat, please. Oh,
Pikaon wants to make sure I don't see that new animation. He's got a kill, just barely denied. Hank, he stops outside the fountain just to take a breather. Oh, deep breath.
Here comes the cannon minion.
Yep. Turret itself should pull. Pikaon's in the area. He'll have to back out again. Specs is there. Nexus turrets stay up.
They're just having fun right now. They're not even trying to end. Look at where I Need a Win is. He's like, I'm just going to take some jungle camps and let's split push, take this bot turret. You don't need to end just yet. How long can you make the game go? All of that kind of stuff.
Rev right in. 3 people on him. 4 people on him. Full stunned up. He can't ult just yet. There's the chase through. He's got the potential to win this fight, but he had to find more. It's alright though, because Pikaon's there for the damage in the meantime, and absolutely destroying the backline. That in him will fall. Here's the wave for the Nexus turret. Well, the other bot in him is under threat during this time. Stop nerfing me, solo it out.
And we did finally get to see that ult from Revray, but 2, 4, or 1. And again, this is what happens when they're so split up and trying to push all waves super hard.
They have no turrets left. There are none on the map. Here's the engage for the game. That should be it. A full cleanup inside the fountain even. They keep pushing. Revray TP's in. My god. This is just rude. There's the death grab. A triple kill. A full teammate. They've done it. And Eindhoven are delivering their second loss of the City League. SP Thessaloniki having a good time.
Fate Man seems very happy. That's the guy in the middle, the one with that beautifully bleached hair. And yeah, that's that I'm sad to say is Eindhoven Lunatics out of the tournament, as they are on 0 out of 2 and will not be able to come in. You can see the background, City League in the background. Yep.
They still have another game, and I would like to think that it doesn't matter at this point.
That's true.
That you're
true
at some point. I think, regardless of how well you perform, one of the advantages of open format like City League is that you do have the opportunity to play everyone, you do have the opportunity to learn from everyone. So even a game as dominant as that can still help you as a player and as a team develop. One of the things I actually really like about the Eindhoven side is many of their players look quite young. That means if they want to get serious about esports, they have a lot of time. So this is a good first step.
And of course, they are playing against, the current champions, Thessaloniki. So
yes.
And I mean, I'd like to see them actually play a sensible game. I'm sorry that I'm saying this, but Jinx mid.
You don't like their drafting?
No, I don't. No, Jinx mid. Why? And like
Jinx. Judging by these charts, the Jinx was not the problem.
It is when you don't have any AP on the board because of it. And like you just got no control. You've got no assassin. I mean, sure, you've got the Akali top, but yeah, it's just not going to work. Also, I love that room. I want to go to that room. Is that a place where you can
want to go to the beanbag room? Is
that a place where you can lie on a bed and watch films?
I think it's just a beanbag room with a TV in it, so you can chill with your mates and play Smash in there.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, but I'd totally visit